So you're thinking about moving to Austin. Maybe you've seen the taco trucks, live music, or those dreamy hill country sunsets on Instagram. But hold up, before you start packing your cowboy boots and your kombucha starter kit, there are a few things that you really should know that you need to know before thinking about moving to Austin. I'm Nick Garcia, local real estate agent for nearly a decade, sold over $30 million. And while I love this city, it's not all barbecue and bluebonnet. So today I'm going to give you 5 reasons you might want to reconsider your move to the beautiful Austin, Texas. Let's get right into it. Reason number 1, it's hot. Like, why do I live on the surface of the sun hot sometimes? You've probably heard Texas is warm, but that's like saying the ocean is a little wet. From June to September, we're basically slow roasting at 100 plus degrees for weeks at a time. It feels like it's October. Can't get here soon enough, which is when we get our first cold front. Your steering wheel turns literally into a branding iron, which I guess is fitting for Texas. Your AC is running 24/7. Those bills are no joke. And even your dog starts giving you the side eye on your walks or when you're letting them outside. People new to town think that you'll get used to it. It's one of those things that you definitely do not get used to. You'll develop a lifelong relationship with Stanley tumblers full of water and shaded parking spots, and you'll really love that remote start if you have that, or climate control if you have a Tesla. On the plus side, at least your ice melts fast enough to remind you to drink more water. Reason number 2, the cost of living ain't what it used to be. Remember when Austin was the kind of the cheap alternative to LA, San Francisco, and New York? Well, that's not so much the case anymore. I mean, it is, but it also isn't. Medium home prices exploded over the past few years. Rent is high, and property taxes, don't get me started. They'll make you question every brunch you've ever had on South Congress. We're talking, California prices with Texas weather. Groceries up, of course. Inflation's up. Insurance costs have gone up too. Utility bills, depends on how many AC units you're running, because during the 4 or 5 months where it's super hot, it's going to be really high. And then you get used to the heat so much, when it gets cold, you get really cold, and then your heater's on full blast. So you really get 2 months out of the year where your AC bill is low. And trust me, during those 5 hot months, you're going to be running them all the time. Now, there are still affordable pockets, especially in the suburbs. If you're okay with living, at a minimum 25 minutes from downtown, but typically we're talking 30 to 50 minutes. And that kind of leads me into the next one. Reason number 3, traffic is legendary here in Austin. You'll hear the locals joke all the time that Austin was designed for a population of about 300,000, and somehow we've stuffed 2 million plus people into it. We've got one main artery, we call it I-35, that basically turns into a parking lot during rush hour. And when I say rush hour, you might be thinking a couple hours. Rush hour here isn't an hour or two. It's basically, it goes from 6:30 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. And then again from around 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. So you get a very little break. And then around lunchtime, you're thinking like, where are these people coming from? Does anybody not work? So that I'm not exaggerating about this. And then the other road is called Mopac, and that is not much better. And of course, I-35 and Mopac have been under construction since the dinosaur era. Endless road construction all around Austin, because apparently every highway is always almost done, and your Waze app will start sounding like a therapist. So if you're still here, thanks for watching. We got a couple more reasons. Reason number 4, allergies will literally ruin your life. If you move to Austin, prepare to meet your new roommate, cedar fever. It's not like the flu. It's not like the vid. It's just nature attacking your sinuses every single winter and fall, really. Eyes itching, throat burning, nose running, and that's before spring kicks in with oak trees, grasses, ragweed, and whatever else grows out of spite, literally. You'll quickly learn that everyone here has a guy for allergy shots. And you'll start judging your neighbors by how clean their air filters are. So yeah, Austin is beautiful, but your immune system might disagree with you. And the last reason, the hype is real, sometimes too real. Let's be honest, Austin has some cool vibes. Live music on every corner, every night. Comedy scene is starting to boom. Food trucks that rival five-star restaurants. Outdoor patios, awesome coffee shops, great brunches, festivals, always something to do. It's really fun. But all that hype attracts people expecting paradise. Then they get here and realize it's crowded everywhere you go because there's always something to do. It's also pricier than people realize. It's a lot hotter than you expect, and you can't find parking anywhere on South Congress or anywhere near Barton Springs. Parking's a nightmare. And then a lot of people move in not used to driving so much. You're going to be driving a lot and you're going to be sitting in traffic. If you move here thinking it's exactly like the Keep Austin Weird you've heard about, you might feel like you've missed the party by about a decade, and you're not going to be wrong. Don't get me wrong, Austin's still awesome, but it's grown up and it still has a few growing pains. It's more tech hub than hippie haven now, and depending on what you're looking for, that might not be your scene anymore. So, should you move to Austin? Honestly, maybe, probably. If you can handle the heat, the price tags, and a little bit of gridlock, it's still one of the most creative, energetic, and opportunity-filled cities in the country. But if you're moving here because it feels trendy, you might want to rent first and see if that lifestyle really fits you, and really get to know the different pockets, neighborhoods, and suburbs of Austin. In fact, my next video will be some of the best suburbs to buy a house in 2026. So I recommend you subscribe for that video. Head on over to my blog for in-depth overviews on specific neighborhoods and suburbs of Austin. Again, I'm Nick, local Austin real estate agent, lifelong Texan. So if you found this video helpful at all, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. What's a potential deal breaker about moving to Austin, or what's something that you have questions about? I've lived all over town. I live now in the Westlake area. But if you're moving here, don't worry. I've got a lot more videos coming about all things Austin, Texas. I'm not really one of those fancy home tour type of video real estate agents, but I do know the city, know all things real estate, and can help you on your real estate journey. Thanks again.